Well, a very good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or even good evening, depending on where you are. I'm DJ Sean, and welcome through to another Pilotedge stream here in X-Plane. If you haven't seen me before, hi, I'm DJ Sean. I am a charity streamer, which means I do this to raise various money and awareness for charities. Throughout the year, so I got a bit tongue-tied there. And this month, or yesterday, we did our big live donation through to the Cancer Council, where we donated over $200, which is absolutely fantastic. And now we are well on our way to donating. Well, we're not well on our way. We're about to be on our way, hopefully, very, very soon, to building up some funds for the Royal Flying Doctor Service. If you've never heard of the RFDS, they are a fantastic. It's really weird. That's dropped off again for some reason. A fantastic organisation that they've that service regional Australia with flying numerous aircraft in and out of regional Australia, providing medical services to those in rural areas. They actually fly and worked with Pilatus on this little guy here, which is our chosen aircraft to complete the rest of the I ratings for Pilotedge. So they fly one of these, not this exact one. They fly an Australian registered one in white and red and blue, and it's they developed it they worked with Pilatus actually to develop the PC-12 to help them in their mission for what they do. So the Royal Flying Doctor Service quite frequently will put this thing down on roads and highways. So it is one of those very durable aircraft that is very applicable to many different situations, which is absolutely fantastic. So speaking more about the Pilatus PC-12, this is the Carinado PC-12 HD for X-Plane. It's got the SimVR Labs treatment for virtual reality, as well as a couple other little bits and pieces to make it fly a little bit better. It is also packing and rocking the GTN 750, which is something that never leave home without. The GTN 750 is a fantastic addition to this aircraft, made by Reality XP. Oh, my damn voice keeps failing me. So before we do get into it, I'm just going to restart good old Project Fly, that seems to not want to play ball every once in a while with me, unfortunately, on this stream. I don't know what it is. I think maybe updating it to 11.2, updating X-Plane to 11.26 might have something to do with it. If we click, what have we got under bookings? Anything? There we go. Let's dispatch you. Dispatch. That one. Dispatch. Fly now. Connected to Sim. Is it going to come up on the stream? There we go. Now it's working. Alright, there we go. We've got some information across the top of the stream now. Alrighty, well, we are sitting here on the deck here in Santa Barbara. We're going to be flying through to Santa Maria, and I'll go into that in a little bit more detail now. So any of you that know me well or have been watching some of the previous streams know that I've been working on Pilotedge, which is, think of it, I don't like to compare it to VATSIM, but think of it as VATSIM without kids. It's a good way of putting it. They are highly professional people here. The controllers, I can't rate them enough. You screw up though, they'll chew you out, but I can't rate them enough for the quality of the controlling that they give us. Some of the guys there, Chris and Joe, I think are really, really good. I haven't caught the lady's name. There's a couple of ladies that do it as well. I haven't caught their names, but the quality of those guys is truly fantastic. They're all really, really good. But we've been flying on X-Plane, working through the I ratings. So the I ratings allow you to eventually go to Sky High charters, I think it is, and then you can operate like a charters with everyone else, and be recognised as someone who's gone through the training and has a pretty decent idea of how to operate the aircraft with IFR. There's also CAT ratings, which are for VFR pilots. In typical fashion, my fashion, I've done it arse backwards as usual, so I've started with the I ratings first, and we'll go to the VFR stuff after that. So we're working through. We're coming up on the finishing line now. I can we've got I think out of all the ratings, I think there's only 11. So we've been through all these so far. For some, we're going to skip number 9 because it's been retired for now, which is cool. I'm definitely keen on a little shortcut there. So we won't be doing i9 because it's been retired. So today, excuse me, we are doing the i10 and i11. So I've been reviewing these over the last or the last day, and they are quite full on. This is going to be a busy little trip. So let's have a little bit of a look at the i10. So they want us to fly from Santa Barbara, which is where we are now, to Santa Maria, shoot the localizer DME back course A approach, which is going to be some work in itself, execute the missed approach, hold, then divert. Divert to St. Louis, I think that is. So that's for another non-precision approach, and then circle to the active runway. So yeah, it's going to be a busy approach, I think. Everyone should be well versed in executing a missed approach. Most people brief it, but briefing it and thinking about it while you're briefing, thinking about how to execute the missed approach, what to do with the aircraft to clean it up, and then how to go to the missed approach. And then, you're on tower frequency, you've got to swap to departures again or approach. That's extra workload that you've got to announce your intentions. You go to the hold, you've got to get the hold set up. And I think as part of the rating, they might want you to, they definitely want you to hold. So we need to go into the hold a couple of times, and then we divert. I know that, quite often aircraft will just go, yeah, we'll just divert now. Getting into the hold, it gives you some chance to get the aircraft set up in a hold, which is being controlled, and it gives you a chance to, okay, the workload's just decreased a little bit, let's plan for our diversion. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a high workload this sector, but that's okay. So the things that they want us to learn, or the objectives for this one, are reinforce the use of SIDS. That's fairly straightforward. Introduce back course approaches. That's not something we have too many in Australia. I don't know if we have any in Australia really. Introduce the missed approach segment, including holding procedures. That's stuff that I've done quite regularly. Introduce a diversion to another destination. Again, something that I've done. Reinforce the full non-precision approach with circling. So I haven't done that, a lot of that. So the full non-precision approaches I've done, but with circling. That's again something I don't think we have in Australia really, or maybe we just call it something else. So flying the rating. To successfully complete this rating, you must accomplish the following: fly between there and shoot the approach, inform ATC that you're doing the I-10, execute a localizer DME back course alpha approach from Romeo Zulu Sierra, advise the controller of attention to go missed. Okay, so that's something we want to make sure that we do, and that's probably a friendly heads up to the controller. They probably have a good idea anyway that that's what we're going to do. As usual, very much needed for being caffeinated for the flight. Execute a missed approach procedure utilizing the missed approach hold entry, and at least complete. Well, it's calling it out. And at least one complete lap of the hold. Okay, well that's something we can accomplish. Inform the controller and the intention to divert to St. Louis via MQO. Okay, we need to remember that guy. Once en route, request a full VOR alpha approach with a full stop landing. Okay, cool. So cool. Yeah, I mean this is all fairly straightforward. That's going to be our route there. The alternate, need to make sure we put the right alternate in. A parallel or teardrop entry, yeah, that's pretty standard for going into a hold, because you never really go into a hold in the absolute ideal angle. So you offset it and then come around for the hold. That's fairly straightforward. VOR approach, and it's called out in bold. Note the circling restrictions. Okay, well we need to make sure that that we do that. So let's go chuck you over there. And let's have a look here, as usual, at some of the charts. So Santa Maria, the localizer DME back course approach. Let's have a little looky at that guy. Okay, so this is the guy here. So I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see. So can you guys see? Yeah, you can. Just here on the side. It's a bit hard for you guys to see. I'll zoom out a little bit. Just here on the side, you've got a Romeo Zulu Sierra. So we'll be coming in from the right-hand side, and then shooting the localizer DME back course. That's fairly straightforward. We can just come in, and the typical scenario. Hello, Daz. Good morning to you, sir. How are you? How are you, buddy? So let me just bring that up there, and realize I didn't have a ding then when you spoke to me. Okay, so looking at here, it's Mandu, and then what we're doing is there's no vertical glide slope there's no glide slope for this approach. It's just a localizer approach, like a single radial off a VOR. So we just need to make sure that we follow the steps down here. So from Coates we can go down to 3000, hold at 3000 until after Camco, then we're down to 1700, and then we're down to the missed approach altitude of 1100. And then this is where we would execute the missed approach. And then it's pretty straightforward, the missed approach. The missed approach is climb to 2100, direct to GLI VOR and hold. That's fairly straightforward. So entering GLI, we're not, as you can see, we need to be going 300 outbound, 120 inbound. So we'll do a bit of a teardrop where we'll go off on about a 270, and then jump on there and do a nice standard turn and back on through the 120 radial and just keep lapping around like that. What is your verdict on the PC-12? Well, Daz, the PC-12 is a really, really nice aircraft to fly. What have we got here? Yeah, the change the flight dynamics that you can get from the lovely team over at the Flight Simulation and Aviation Community. Is that them? Is that the guys? I think that's the guys. Or is it just double checking here I get the right guys again. Just double check that that's them. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's Aerosim Gaming, the guys that do it. I think it's Aerosim Gaming that do it. Pretty sure it's those guys. They do a flight dynamics package for it, which changes it a lot, which is great. The SimVR Labs VR treatment makes it really nice, and then the GTN 750 really rounds it off. So I've got a lot of love and appreciation for this little guy now. But I feel like the Saab might be next on the hit list, but we'll definitely see. At the moment, this is really nice, and things move pretty quick now on the I ratings when you're in this. You know, the Panthera I was chucking around at maybe 160, 170 TAS. I'm tuning around at 260 TAS now. So yeah, things moving a lot quicker. Alrighty, so we are just briefing here the missed approach. So it's fairly straightforward. That's a fairly straightforward missed approach. And then we divert to good old San Luis. Where they want us to shoot the VOR Alpha arrival. So let's just zoom you in a little bit there. So from Morro Bay. Okay, from Morro Bay. So we'll be coming in from the southeast here, I think, and we'll be flying overhead, and we'll track outbound 264. Do a bit of a teardrop, come in 184, and then there's the airport just here. As you can see, the approach is slightly off. For the largest runway, which I think's... No, I don't remember the runway. So we'll just come in there, and then that's why they're giving us the circling height, the circling minimums of... we've got Synox, so we can go down to 1120. Nothing under 1120 until we're obviously... we're visual, but we will be, and then we'll just jump on a circuit for whatever runway. Obviously, it'll be circling to the south, no doubt, because of those mountain ranges to the right of the to the north east of the airport. Noting though on this guy that as usual, our descent profile will be monitoring it. So when we come back inbound, we'll be at 3. When we're over the top, we can descend down to 3.5. And then we can, when we're tracking back inbound again, 084, we can go down to 2800 over the VOR, Morro Bay. Once we're over Morro Bay, it's down to 1700. Once we're past Synox, it's down to 1120. So that's fairly straightforward. And then we obviously land into 29. There we go. So let's assume you this guy in. So runway 29 or 11. Or if we're feeling really adventurous, we could go into 07. 2,500 feet is enough to pull this thing up. It's fairly straightforward. So we'll see what's going on. What have we got here? What we might do is I'll just get some cheeky metas now for our current location here and our alternate. So we're going KSBA, meta, KSMX. Oops. Helps if it's not a plural. BA, meta, KSMX. There we go. Meta KSBP. There we go. So the wind here is variable at 5. Is good sky condition. Sorry, good visibility. Sky conditions clear. 23 degrees. 2980. It's really straightforward. Okay. Well, let's get rid of you. So what we need now is we'll get the ATIS. And we probably want to lodge a flight plan as well. So what we'll do is we'll get the iPad up here. We'll get on the deck here. So we are November 585 Sierra Mike. We're a PC 12, and let me just get this guy up. We want you. We want you. What we might do actually here is while we
disconnected.
No, that was the absolute wrong thing to press. There we go. We've now got some TrackIR movement, and we want to reconnect to Pilotedge.
Connected to Pilotedge.
All right, let's get some. Let's move you over there, and let's get some external power. We'll get the batteries on. I don't need you. Avionics 1 and 2. We'll turn the nav lights on. There we go. Get a little bit of get some avionics in here. There we go. Alrighty, so while we wait for that, we want to do a call sign. I'm just getting the flight plan up here, guys, to pop in, and we'll file the flight plan, get the ATIS, request it, and we'll get underway. Yeah, okay. That isn't there. That's cool. So we want. And we're going east. What do we lodge that plan for? 6,000 west is even. Cracks me up every time. Peter's gonna tell you about the bird. Larrikin, how are you, buddy? I feel like I just need to make that yours and yours only. What's happening, buddy? How you going? West is even and east is odd, so we want even. So we're going to we'll get rid of the charts at the moment. We'll just get this guy back up. What's happening, Larrikin? We want to file a flight plan. Alrighty, so we're going IFR. We're November 585 Sierra Mike PC12/G. We've got a TAS of about 250. We're going from KSBA, we're going to KSMX at 6,000, and our alternate is KSBP. That's going to be our route. It's the I-10 rating. I-10 rating, twitch.tv/DJSean00. There we go. Alrighty, so we are IFR. We're operating November 585 Sierra Mike, which is the Pilatus PC12. /G equipment type, there's one aircraft. We're not heavy. We've got a true airspeed of 250 knots. We're going from Kilo Sierra Bravo Alpha Santa Barbara to Kilo Sierra Mike X-Ray, which is Santa Maria at 6,000. West is even, east is odds. We're heading west. So 6,000 IFR cruising level. Our alternate is San Luis, Kilo Sierra Bravo Papa, the Flout 5 to RZS. We're doing the I-10 rating, and we're doing some self-promotion. Okay, let's file the flight plan. The flight plan has been filed. Alrighty, so back to you. We'll turn you off. Let's get some lovely ATIS. We're at KSBA.
Sierra. Santa Barbara Muni Information Sierra. 2153 Zulu.
Sierra.
Wind variable at 5. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 1-2000. Temperature to 3. Dew point 16. Altimeter 2980. Visual approach runway 15 left, 15 right, 25, in use. Departing runway 15 left, 15 right, 25.
So
Read
everything.
back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions. All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and requested cruise altitude. Advise on initial
Santa
contact
Barbara.
you have
Sierra.
Santa Barbara Muni Information Sierra.
Alright, shush woman. So Santa Barbara to Santa Maria. And we'll divert. It's going to be San Luis. Alright. Seems fairly straightforward. Altimeter 2980. So it's come down a little bit since I last flew this aircraft. 2980. There we go. Alrighty, let's have a little bit of a look at the looky-loo here at the ground chart. So what do we got here? New Speedy, hello, how you doing? Hey buddy, what's going on? So we're flying the I-10, so we passed the I-6, I-7 and I-8 yesterday. The I-9's been retired, so it's the I-10 and I-11 today. So the I-10 we're flying from Santa Barbara to Santa Maria. And we need to we need to do some really difficult approach, or more, they're not difficult, but they're just more difficult approaches. We have to go missed approach, we have to hold, and we have to divert, all in this one rating for the I-10. So this is going to be a high workload one, this one, I think. So here we are sitting here on the deck in Santa Barbara. We're down here the end near 35 right. So the departures are 15 left and runway 25. So I dare say they'll give us 25, which might be nice, and we'll plan on that guy being it. So let's go over here while we wait. We'll get rid of you. So the flight plan. So we're going from KSBA. Let's load a procedure here. So we're going from a departure on the Flout 5. We'll say runway 25 for now. RZS. So let's load the departure. There we go. So we've got the departure in there. If we go back to the lovely map, you can see there's our departure. It's a left-hand turn at 410. And we'll brief this off the chart. We go down to Flout. We do a U-turn at Flout, and then we fly back. So we fly out over the water, do a U-turn, spin back, and come out to Romeo Zulu Sierra, and then we go we execute the approach for Santa Maria. So a bit of an ass backwards sort of departure. A couple of people I've heard have cocked this up and they just go straight to Romeo Zulu Sierra. That'll be a fail if you do that. Alrighty, KSBA, thanks buddy, you're on top of it, New Speedy. We don't have to cancel IFR yet, not for this rating. But you did very well at reminding me, mate, I'll give you that. Okay, so what do we want to do? That's what I want to do. I want to have a quick look at that departure real quick because I need to remember the name of it. St. Marcus. So the Flout 5 is typically what we'll be given. So I'm just going to write Flout 5 here. Flout 5 and San Marcos, because that Marcus, that trips me up a little bit. Okay, so we want to go over here. What's the code for St. Marcos? So So St. Marcus is a waypoint on the departure. We're headed to St. Maria, which is Kilo Sierra Mike X-ray. We're going to be diverting as well, so that gets a little bit more tricky. Okay, so we want clearance 1329. No, that's not what we want to do. 1329 transfer.
Roger.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, the weather's looking pretty good there too. Alrighty. Where are we? Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara. Oh, say that again. Santa Barbara clearance. Good afternoon, November 585 Sierra Mike for Santa Maria IFR. Perhaps if I can actually talk on the radio.
Alright, whoever's calling, all I got was Santa Maria IFR.
Clearance, good afternoon, November 585 Sierra Mike. Clearance to Santa Maria IFR.
Alright, 585 Sierra Mike, Santa Barbara clearance on request, standby.
Alright, clearance on request, standby. I only deliver you good weather. Hey buddy, I much prefer when shit hits the fan. I want to be flying in true IFR conditions here. I'm doing an IFR rating. You watch, when I do the VFR ratings, it'll turn to shit. Oh, you're loud.
November 648 Charlie Romeo is lined up on 29 right. 648 Charlie Romeo, roger, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff, make a right crosswind departure. Copy, right crosswind departure, 648 Charlie Romeo. 585 Sierra Mike, clear to the Santa Maria Airport, flight 5 departure, San Marcos transition, then direct.
Oh god.
5V, the SID accept, maintain 3000, expect 6000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure Santa Barbara, 120.55, squawk 2377.
Airborne is going to be 11905. Copy, cleared to Santa Maria by the Flout 5 departure Santa Marcos transition. Climb via the SID but maintain 3000. Expect 6000 5 minutes after departure. Airborne 119.05 and squawk 2377. November 585 Sierra Mike.
585 Sierra Mike, take the departure frequency 120.55. Rest of you back is correct.
Copy 121.55. November 585 Sierra Mike, and we are for the I-10.
120.55, 2055, and I have a request for the I-10.
2050. Copy, we'll get there third time lucky, 120.55, November 585 Sierra Mike.
Alright, back is correct, have a good flight.
He says it so incredibly fast.
585 Sierra Mike, you still with me?
AFAM, go ahead.
Yeah, if you completed the I-9, the top rating I show for you is the I-8.
Yeah, they've retired it. I can't do it anymore.
Oh, well, I should know that. Let me check on that one. Stand by.
Yeah, copy, no worries.
I've been away with work for a while, so let me check it out real quick.
Yeah, it's true, Chris. It's been retired for a while.
I'm not cheating.
Apparently I haven't worked for a while.
Yeah, I ain't cheating.
Thanks, have a good flight.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll get it right one of these days.
Okay, it's 12055. All right. All right. All right. Let's go swap that to make it a little bit quieter here. So looking at the looking at my scribbling of handwriting here. So we are clear to Santa Maria via the Flout 5 San Marcos. God, this is a clusterfuck of some writing. So we are cleared to climb via the SID. Got to say that when we're climbing out. But 3000 is initially. We expect 6000 5 minutes after departure. The airborne frequency is 120.55 and squawk at 2377. So let's go chuck that in now. 2377. Enter that into you. We've been cleared to 3000. We'll go ahead and arm that now. The rest of that remains unchanged. We've got information Sierra. So I dare say we're pretty good. What we'll do now is we'll just brief the departure real quick, just to make sure that everyone's on top of it. So the departure briefing is we're down here over near runway 35. They'll probably give us 25, which is this guy up here. So we'll just taxi along Alpha. No, taxi along Bravo, right on Alpha to holding point Golf runway 25, unless they give us something different. We blast off on 25. So this is the departure. So as you can see, all the arrows are pointing south. So we need to fly down to Flout. We do a U-bolt, and then we come back around and we fly to San Marcos, which is 114.9 or RZS. We don't have to worry about these guys here. We're not worried about them. So the departure, if we look down here, down the bottom of this chart, I'll just zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it. No, it gets cut off a little bit there with my lovely cropping skills. So 25's down the bottom. So turn left, intercept, and proceed via the RZS radial 197 to Flout. So we just jump on the 197 radial. The GTN 750 is just going to fly that anyway. Love GTN 750. Have I told you about that before? And then we fly out to Flout, do a U-bolt, and come back. So it's really straightforward. Anything we need to really worry about here? No, it's at or above 6,000 crossing that radial. That's fine. We're going to be well and truly at 6K. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. So we'll chuck you back on that guy there, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. So what we want to do is just go outside here. Yep, we're going to remove some static elements. We're going to close the doors. We're locked up good and tight. Let's go ahead and get started. So what do we want to do? We want to just pump test. Fire test doesn't work in this aircraft for some reason. Lamp test, that all works. Another test. It's all working. Alrighty, let's chuck you on. We're going to go to 6. Yeah, that's good. 6 to 10. We're clear. No one's going to walk in front of us. No, let's go. Beacon on. Could you say slowly? I repeat slowly what plane this is and the GPS. Yeah, I can do that for you, buddy. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Get rid of the armrest. Oops, my TrackIR. Get rid of the armrest there. Engine's coming up. Good. We've got park brake on. There we go, engine stable, so we'll chuck the gens on. 1 gen there, 1 gen there. You go on, you go off, avionics remain on. Cooling heater. Yeah. Control check. Rudders right, center, rudders left, center. Good check there. One of the things we forgot to do is chucking ground 1217. 1217 transfer, and our tower frequency is going to be around 1197. Alrighty. So new speedy. The aircraft I'm in is the Caranado. So C-R-A-N-D-O. How do I spell it? Yeah, C-A-R-E-N-A-D-O.
I'm ready to go. Runway 16 left side, close traffic.
PC-12.
November 9er Alpha Echo. Roger, wind is 1707. Make left close traffic, runway 16 left close.
Let's type it for you. Melody XP, GTN.
For 16 and clear for takeoff 16
There we go, buddy.
9er Alpha Echo.
505, your traffic is a Centurion, departing runway 16 left. Be left close traffic. Roger, 505.
Okay. In our ground, November 585 Sierra Mike with Sierra, request taxi.
585 Sierra Mike, stand over ground, roger, where you parked at?
I keep missing that every time. Down at transient dest right of 33 right, November 585 Sierra Mike.
585 Sierra Mike, thank you sir, runway 25, taxi via Bravo, Alpha Golf.
Copy, runway 25 by Bravo, Alpha and Golf, November 585 Sierra Mike. Okay, stop doing that. Every time I call up I forget to tell them where we are. Alrighty, let's get cranking. So we want the taxi light on. Can you use the GTN 750 and other planes too? You can, buddy. They just need to be modified a little bit, but it's no big deal. And a lot of them come with it now anyway. Okay, so we're all good. So let's release the brakes. Clear left, clear right.
Niner Alpha Echo, go ahead and start your left crosswind now if you can, please.
Niner Alpha Echo, left crosswind. Tower 505 going left.
So this is the, we're just here in the ramp. We'll go down onto Bravo just here.
505,
Bring the chart up
roger,
for you
contact
guys.
SoCal departure 134.2.
3428,
By Bravo Alpha Golf, yeah, affirm. So you can see that we're just on the transient parking now. This is Bravo just here.
This approach will be a low approach to another circuit.
Niner Alpha Echo, roger, runway 19 left, cleared for the option. Wind is 1707.
And Niner Alpha Echo, cleared for the option.
News media, the volume's okay with everything?
Ground, Eclipse 93526, holding short 201.
Number 93526, John Wayne ground, good afternoon. Cross runway 20 left, runway 20 right line for you.
That might not be. Perfect for me, just radio could be better. Thank you, Robert. The radio for them, as in ATC's voice.
Santa Barbara Tower, Robert 2.9 on the Sierra is 4 miles northwest of the airport, requesting full stop landing.
Cool, I'll just pick it up for you.
Delta Sierra, Santa Barbara Tower, enter right base, runway 15 right, report turning final.
I'll just turn it up a little bit for you now.
Right, we'll report turning final on the Sierra.
So right here on Alpha, just clicking we're clear, yeah. I turned them up a little bit, mate, so hopefully they're a little bit better. I'll just give them one more notch here. Don't press it yet, don't.
Number 935.
Don't press F7.
The wind is 210 at Niner. Wait 20 right, clear for takeoff.
20 right, clear for takeoff, Eclipse 93526.
Alright. So this is golf where we want it to be. Should have, buddy, should have. Still can. Okay, switching to tower.
Number 9 Alpha Echo on the go, make left close traffic report, midfield.
Okay, so 12055. 12055. Okay, so.
Santa Barbara Tower, Robert 2.9 Delta Sierra, making a right base or runway 15 right.
259 Delta Sierra, roger, runway 15 right, clear to land, the wind is variable 5.
Runway 15 right, clear to land, Robert 2.9 Delta Sierra, thanks.
Eclipse 526, heading 175, contact SoCal departure 128.1, good night.
Eclipse 526, need a repeat.
Eclipse 93526, heading 175, contact SoCal departure 128.1, good day.
128.1 and 175, good night.
Tower, good afternoon, November 585 Sierra Mike. Runway 25 on Golf, Rifle.
Air 585 Sierra Mike, Santa Barbara Tower, good afternoon. Runway 25, line up and wait, landing traffic 115 right short final.
Can we line up and wait, November 585 Sierra Mike. Strobe, landing lights, check, clear left, clear right. And the instruction was to line up and hold. Nothing coming down the approach, it's going to kill us.
Van is Niner Alpha Echo, midfield downwind, request full stop up, 16 left.
Over Niner Alpha Echo, Roger, runway 16 left, clear land, 11707.
That's the landing traffic across from us.
And a repeat that frequency.
Niner Alpha Echo, runway 16 left, clear land.
Clear land, 16 left, Niner Alpha Echo.
Good old Project Flyby.
Tower 585 Sierra Mike, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, November 585 Sierra Mike. Let's go.
25 Niner Delta Sierra, safe park.
Stand by Niner Delta Sierra.
Airspeed's alive.
And Robin, Robin 200 Delta Sierra, we'll just taxi to train T parking at the FBO.
Gear up.
Okay, which one? We got northeast and a southeast.
We'll take the southeast for Niner Delta Sierra.
Make it too easy. November Niner Delta Sierra, cross 115 left on Alpha, then taxi to ramp via Bravo.
15 left for taxi to ramp via Bravo, Niner Delta Sierra, thanks.
Class 5 Sierra Mike, contact Santa Barbara, departure 120.55, good night.
Departures on 120.55, November 505 Sierra Mike. See ya.
Okay, 505, roger, expect that.
Departures, good afternoon, November 585 Sierra Mike is 1,300 climbing via the SIN.
Got it, 585 Sierra Mike, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, climbing maintain 6,000.
6,000, November 585 Sierra Mike. 6,000.
Because 526, turn left heading 100, Victor 23.
6,000 set, and up we go, we're away.
526, disregard, turn left turn heading 010, same bridge request.
Traffic ahead of us, 3.5 above. Don't see him.
Eclipse 93526 at the left turn heading 010, same bridge request.
No, he's gone. He's well away now. He's out of the way.
Sir 526 at the full approach, ILS runway 208 from Silbeat. Sorry, 526, roger. Tell you what, continue the left turn, heading 310, be vector for Silbeat. Expect ILS for 20 right approach.
Alrighty, away we go. 3-4,000.
Sir 526, left turn heading 310.
The ship down there.
That is correction. Sky High 505, turn right heading 320.
Another beautiful day for flying. VFR. Don't know about the IFR part. Coffee is so good. So there's 5,000. Alrighty, what we might do now is get the Santa Maria charts up. We want the localizer DME back course. So I've just got our arrival chart up here from Romeo, from what is it? It's San Marcos. That's what I need to remember. San Marcos. So what we'll do is I'll just chuck the there's 6,000. We're speeding up. We're down to 32. So we're November 585 Sierra Mike.
And 4, correction, 5410 negative.
San Marcos. That's Z.
Negative.
Yes. Okay. Reminder, San Marcos. San Marcos. San Marcos. You're gonna remind me, buddy. You gotta get the name right. Alrighty, seatbelt signs off. That's pretty good here. The cabin 24 degrees. It's a little bit cool. We'll bring that down a little bit. Okay, this is our right turn as per the chart. The teardrop back towards San Marcos. Yeah, that's it, he's speedy. Back we go. So we're out over the ocean. It's just up nice and high, and then we come back in and over the top of some airspace, and everything's nice and tidy as we come back. We've got one aircraft just out there. Does it show up on that guy too?
I have 505, turn right. Right turn, heading 080, join the localizer.
Let's see him on that. Just zoom that guy in a little bit.
Delta 5024, turn left heading 090, contact SoCal approach 124.35. Sky 505, you're 7 miles from Starlight, maintain 4,000 till established. LD localizer code LTA Charlie approach.
So once we're established, backtracking back inbound direct to San Marcos, I'll request the localizer DME back course at Alpha.
24 Santa Maria weather and approach request.
Oh, okay. Approach November 585 Sierra Mike A firm, we have the weather, and can we get a localizer DME back course Alpha from San Marcos, November 585 Sierra Mike?
05 Sierra Mike, cross San Marcos at 6,000, clear localizer back course Alpha, approach expect runway 30.
Okay, from San Marcos, across San Marcos at 6,000, and cleared for the localizer DME back course Alpha arrival for runway 30, November 585 Sierra Mike.
Delta 1524 is 124.35, 24.35.
That the stream hangs for me. Remind me if I can play that the stream is lagging. It's downloading Explain 11. Ah, no worries, buddy. You should be able to adjust the bitrate, bring it down a little bit if you want. Okay, let's go again and chuck this approach straight in now before we forget to. So flight plan, we're going to KSMX.
Expect Relay
Kilo Sierra
163.
Mike X-ray Santa Maria. The procedure for Santa Maria.
250 Mike traffic off your 1 to 2 o'clock, 4.5 miles eastbound altitude, and 5,500 type unknown.
Copy, we have the traffic visual November 585 Sierra Mike. Sorry guys, I did see him just before. Just get out of that, back to map.
Eco 526.
There he is, yeah.
Right direct Still Beach, VOR,
Yeah, there he is.
At 4,000 or above, cleared ILO from
Right there.
approach.
Now, so we need to go ahead here, flight plan. San Marcos, load procedure. The approach is going to be the localizer back course Alpha from RZS. Load approach. Yep, that's fine. Beautiful. Okay, so that should take us there and directly beautiful to there. So we need to cross there at 6,000. Let's quickly brief the approach because things happen fast. Chart. So we come here from RZS. We're going to need to cross San Marcos at 6,000, and then we're good to descend down to 4,600 to Coates. Sorry, no, we want to be at 6,000 until Mandu. My apologies. From Mandu, we then go down to 4,600. So we'll put 4,600 in now and arm it. 4,600 and armed, but we won't execute it until we pass Mandu. The minimums for this approach are 1,100. So there's our turn at RZS. The decision height is 1,100. So I'm scrolling this little knob here, and you'll see on the display just here that this decision height will go up. So we want that to 1,100. 1,100 just there. Okay, the missed approach. Climbed to 2,100 direct to Guada. Oh, how do you say that? Guadalupe VOR. And approach November 585 Sierra Mike.
You're inbound.
Oops. We got one just there. 600 feet above us. Approach November 585 Sierra Mike.
585 Sierra Mike.
Sorry, we didn't tell you before. We plan to go missed approach on this one as per the I-10, November 585 Sierra Mike.
5 Sierra Mike, roger.
Just give the controller a little bit of courtesy, professional courtesy there. Okay, so our next frequency here is going to be Santa Maria Tower 1183.
For 8 Charlie Romeo, you're not under any altitude restrictions, so under VFR, pilot is able to
look at some of this terrain.
Climb or descend at his discretion, as long as you comply with all airspace or other restrictions.
Beautiful around here. Absolutely gorgeous. Alrighty, so we've briefed the chart. Now it's time to execute it. So, we're heading to Mandu. We've got 10 miles to Mandu.
There is, do you have the west expansion?
We were cleared for the approach.
Correction, once you was there, so yes, I'll be handing you off to Oakland Center. Delta 5824, turn right, heading 210. Okay, Romeo, contact no approach 119.6.
Approach November 585 Sierra Mike, just confirm will be cleared for the sorry, localizer DME Alpha arrival. Just confirm. Pretty tired this morning, that's what I confirmed.
648 Charlie Romeo, circle approach Palomar altimeter 2979er.
So from Mandu down to 4,600.
Delta 1524, fly heading 240, general localizer.
Pretty sure I just didn't write a little C on my iPad when I get my...
050, Mike, I gave you that approach clearance before you even reached San Marcos. So yes, you've been clear for the approach for a while.
Yeah, copy. I just didn't write it down on my little iPad, and I just want to triple check. Thanks, November 5050, Mike.
No problem.
Okay, so coming up on Mandu. So Mandu, we can then descend down to 4,600. This is really some beautiful scenery around here. There's an airport down there. There's one on the runway too, by the looks of it. Just departing. Okay, so we are clear to descend. 1, 2, 3.
Traffic.
Okay, we're clear. Yeah, fix the TCAS. Fix the TCAS. There's a setting in X-Plane 11, AI traffic. You need to turn the AI traffic on and give yourself however many AI positions that you want for multiplayer traffic. So I just chucked in 8, I think that was enough. Okay, so down to 4,600. From the D12 marker, sorry, not from D12, from Cokes, we can see coming up here. We can then descend down to 3,000. So what I'll do is I'll leave the chart up if you guys want, so you guys can see it. You can see that we're moving along it quite nicely. So there's 4,600. After Cokes, it's down to 3,000.
Delta 1524, you are 3 miles inside of Vida. You going to be able to make it down for the localizer, or did I leave you too high? Delta 1524, clear localizer runway 27 approach.
Go down to 3,000.
Contact number tower 118.3.
That guy. We have slowed up a little bit because we are going to start, obviously, a continued descent at some point now to the localizer.
8 Charlie Romeo, Palmer Airport, 12 o'clock, 1 more mile, supporting site.
300. What's hitting 300?
Traffic.
Where's this dude? One behind us at our level. Clear of conflict. Oh, the TCAS is definitely working. Bit of a pre-landing stretch or pre-go-around stretch. Alrighty. Okay, there's Cokes. We'll be in a second. There's Cokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down we go. So Cokes down to 3,000 by Camco. Airport's directly ahead of us. And from Camco, it's down to 1720.
93526. Thank you. After main contact tower and tower 26.
Okay, there's 3,000.
They're 5 main contact center and tower 183.
1183, November 5050, Mike, see ya. Okay, after that it's down to 1720.
5824 correct.
5824, text around via Bravo.
Ramia Bravo 24 88.
Okay, how do we go down again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Santa Maria Tower, good afternoon. PC12 November 585 Sierra Mike is on the localizer DME back course Alpha from 30.
585 Sierra Mike, Santa Maria Tower, good afternoon. Wind is 28020, gust 26, runway 30, cleared line.
Clear to land, November 585 Sierra Mike. Okay, gear down to 1700.
Air 471 Sierra, Sierra, verify your aircraft type.
PT-12.
Okay, do you realize the DOTS 2 departure is for jet aircraft only?
Negative.
Alright, take a look at that and refile.
Cover that. Palomar Tower, November 648, Charlie Romeo with you.
Air 46648, Charlie Romeo, Palomar Tower, runway 24. Clear to land, wind is 2208, gust 14.
Clear to land.
Search flap. Lights are on.
648, Charlie Romeo.
Traffic.
There's just something behind us quite fast.
Tower 54 Alpha, radar contact, stay altitude.
Down to 1100.
Tower Alpha 54, stay altitude.
1500.
So decision height, we'll just continue through that for now.
Tower Alpha 54, roger, radar contact, stand by for frequency change.
Standing by, November Alpha 54.
Hey, you're still flying runway heading, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, let's go, Mr. Approach. Power up.
John Wayne Tower, quick sign at 3526, yours inbound.
You're up.
Over
Flaps up.
3526, John Wayne Tower, wind 20010, runway 20 right, cleared land.
20 right, cleared land, 526.
God damn it, go away. Tower November 585, Sierra Mike going, Mr. Approach.
Over Alpha 54, contact center, Robert, departure 120.55, good day.
120.55 today.
Air 585, Sierra Mike, roger. Air 585, Sierra Mike, contact center, Robert, departure 120.55, good day.
Back to departure 12055, November 585, Sierra Mike, see ya. Departure, hello again, November 585, Sierra Mike on the missed approach. Okay, it's up to 2100.
585 Sierra Mike, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact. Execute missed approach is published. Expect for the clearance 2330, time now 2316 and 1/2.
Copy, yeah, execute the missed approach via the procedure and expect some clearance 2330, November 585, Sierra Mike. Alrighty, we'll slow up a little bit here, there's no need to go nuts. Alrighty, so the missed approach procedure is tracked to the VOR, which is 111, which we have now done. We'll transfer you, which put us directly ahead of us, which it does. So we're going to do the teardrop. So there's the hold there, and that location going in that direction. Actually, I probably need to turn the charts off so you guys can see it. So there's the hold in that direction. We're going to enter it to a bit of a teardrop, track inbound at 120 and then outbound. Inbound and then outbound. We're going to slow up a little bit. There's no 2 point screaming around this thing at that speed. So here, for if you didn't have a GTN 750 you wanted to do it, we'd be doing radial. So we'd have the radial 120 inbound. We'd track outbound on heading maybe 270 out, and then we'd swing around on heading 120 to the left, pick up the 120 radial for 2 minutes, and then turn out 300. Then turn back in on the 120 radial, out 300, 120 radial in, so we'll just keep doing that. Okay, so we've got one crossing over us at 1200, there he is. Just here. Confirming the missed approach procedure. If we look at the top of the chart here, missed approach is climbed to 2100, direct to GLI, so to Guadalajara Bay VOR, and then hold. So we're at 2100 and we are in the hold. Okay, he's descending on us. Bloody VFR traffic. There he is. Departure November 585 Sierra Mike. Okay, Stevie the boy, how you going, buddy? We're still connected to Pilotedge yet. Is that traffic? There he is.
November Alpha 54, Santa Barbara departure. Regional navigation and appropriate beef for altitude. And just FYI,
there he is.
as a U.S. registered call sign, which the November is the prefix 4, you cannot start a call sign with a letter or a number. So if you have any letters, they have to go at the end of the call sign with no more than 2. So if you change your call sign to November 54 Alpha, that would be valid. But where it is, the way it is currently is invalid.
The aircraft is the PC-12, the Coronado PC-12, with the Reality XP GTN 750. And we are getting thrown around like a motherfucker here. It's a really nice aircraft, buddy. I highly recommend it. Alrighty, we're in the hold. He speeds onto it. So, a Learjet? No, it's a Pilatus PC-12 turboprop. Jeez, we're getting thrown around a little bit here. I don't know if you guys can see that on the stream, but if you look out over the horizon there, we are getting chucked left and right quite a bit. Might just slow up a little bit here. Stevie the Boy 4, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel, buddy. Please feel free to ask any questions you'd like. That's alright, buddy. That's okay. It's all good. Okay, so we're inbound on the 120 radial. And now we're starting to turn left to go outbound now. So we're in a hold at the moment, which is part of the I-10. You're only familiar with jets, Stevie. So do you fly jets? Are you a simulator fan as well? Do you have X-Plane or any of the other ones, Prepared 3D or something like that? Just to be picky, you're inbound on the 300 radial. I think a radial's a spokes on a wheel, they go outward. Just be picky, you're inbound on the 300 radial.
November Alpha 54, radar contact.
That was for us.
Air 50, Mike, are you established in the hold?
AFM, we're definitely are, November 5850.
Air 50, Mike, so you're on the outbound lane?
AFM on the outbound, about to turn inbound shortly.
Roger, Air 50, Mike, climb and hold, maintain 4,000, stay intentions after the...
Okay, 4,000, and if we're able to, we'll divert to St. Louis if we can shoot the VOR Alpha arrival. to St. Louis via Morro Bay, that'd be great. November 585 Sierra Mike.
Defense Air Mike, roger.
1000 armed, up we go. Power.
3541 Juliet Sierra, contact Airport Center 125.75, 2575.
So Vicky, you're inbound on the 300 radial. Think of the radials as spokes on a bike and they go outwards. Opposite, yeah, right ailerons. Yeah, sorry buddy, you were absolutely right.
3541 Juliet Sierra, Joshua approach.
Robo, I'd
3541 Juliet Sierra, contact Oakland Center.
Steve, I don't even know what that is.
125.75, 2575.
It'll be good to climb out of some of this turbulent air here. What's the temperature outside? Utilities, that one. 20, oh, it's only 20, it's not too bad.
125.75, that is correct.
Okay, so back here, flight plan, GLI, we're going to go to Kilo Sierra Bravo past St. Louis County. That hold, were we able to edit the hold? And it's going to be VOR Alpha arrival. We're not going to have vectors, we're going to go over the top of that one, load approach, we won't activate it. And approach November 585 Sierra Mike.
The 585 Sierra Mike, go ahead.
We are ready to divert if that works for you, direct to Morro Bay if available, November 585 Sierra Mike.
That's 5 Sierra Mike, clear to St. Louis Obispo Airport via left turn direct to Morro Bay, direct, maintain 4000.
Okay, cleared to St. Louis Airport, left hand turn direct to Morro Bay, direct November 585 Sierra Mike. Alright, we're clear to go, so let's go ahead and execute that in the GTN. So it's a left hand turn, which is what we're doing now. That one we want to go activate leg, we'll just go direct, there we go. Probably could have done that in one fewer steps, but that's okay. And approach November 585, apologies, at 4,000 we forgot to include November 585 Sierra. It's a mistake I've made many times myself. I get confused thinking backwards. Yeah, Elrond, you're absolutely right. 120 inbound, minus 180, so it's 300 out from the centre outbound. You're absolutely right. It trips me up as well, and as you see, they're right there. It trips me up as well. Okay, so we're diverting. Out we go. Let's have a look here. So we haven't been cleared for the VOR Alpha arrival yet, so let's go ahead and brief that.
Perfection, Mike, thank you.
Oh, good. Let's have a little look at the chart here. So we're going to St. Louis via Morro Bay, which means we're going to fly over Morro Bay track outbound, heading 264, do a right-hand turn back on 084, and we've just need to make sure that we're aware of over the top of the VOR. We can be at 4,000, then we can descend down to 3,500 inbound, and then we want to be. So we can descend once we're over the top at 3,500. Tracking inbound, we can descend down to 2,800 for the VOR, then from the VOR down to Sinox down to 1,700. From Sinox we can then go down to our minimums. Circling to land, we do have Sinox here, so we go down to 1120. Missed approach is climbing right turn to 3,100, and by the 175 heading and inbound to Morro Bay VOR 1 on the radio 126, and then we start a hold at Morro Bay. So fairly straightforward. We got 1100, we'll put 1120 here. We want 1120 there. There we go. We'll just slow up a little bit. What's your favourite jet? I think the good old 737, because I can fly it in virtual reality here at X-Plane Stevie. So the 737-800 is a pretty good aircraft to me. It's a really versatile jet that I like. Alrighty, so just looking here. I love doing the I rating. I think it's the hardest in the course. This one that I'm doing now is the hardest, do you think? Traffic just there. In all honesty, I should probably...
VATSIM, I can understand you look for the VOR approach, cross Morro Bay at 4000, clear VOR Alpha approach, expect circle runway 29er.
Okay, copy. Overhead Morro Bay at 4000, cleared for the VOR Alpha arrival, circle the runway 29, November 5850. Okay, so we've been cleared to 4000, so we need to go down to 3000 once we get over the top. 3500, sorry. 3500 once we get over the top. We'll arm that. The A380-400. I can't. There's no A380 made for X-Plane or prepared. I don't think. That's why I'm kind of not a huge fan. I mean, if someone did a really good one, maybe we could get into it. Oh, someone's out. Oh, there he goes. Past him. Oh no, he's tracking with us. It is a little bit harder than the GTN, and in all honesty, I should probably be doing it manually. But I know the theory behind it. I've done it on the previous I rating, so I thought I'd give the GTN GTN 750 a go here. And it seems to be doing pretty well. You're right, yeah, it's a bit easier than the GTN. Not A380, A320. Ah, okay, yeah, the A320 is pretty good. There's a whole bunch of those for all simulators now, which is good. Okay, so tower here, Centre approach 12732. We might go to you soon. God, we're getting thrown around a little bit. So we've got someone climbing with us. He's 600 feet above us. Here's that guy just behind us up there. Don't know if you guys can see him just there on the stream. So the airport's down in this valley by the looks of it. Outside. Obviously that ortho scenery looking pretty decent. Yeah, we are getting thrown around a little bit. You can see a little bit of a wobble through there. Some turbulent air as we pass over the mountains. I quite often get turbulence at lower levels of SoCal with X-Plane. Yeah. All that flat air there, I guess it's the warm air there meeting the sea air, and I guess it creates a little bit of turbulence. That's my theory anyway. Yeah, so old mate's still flying along with us. He's still keeping up with us at 600 feet above us. What are we doing? We're doing about 210. So yeah, he's, 205. He's keeping with us. I think he's overtaken us. I think he's slowly creeping up on us. Oh, maybe not. There he is. Okay, so the airport. Yeah, it's going to be over there. Alright, tracking outbound now. Now we probably turn on a course diverging towards him, so what we might do is we might then now go down 1, 2, 3, or start a gradual descent. If we bring the chart back up so you can have a bit of a squiz here, you can see us overhead the VOR tracking outbound now.
Satisfied, Mike, report procedure turn inbound.
We will call you on the procedure turn inbound, November 585 Sierra Mike. Okay, we are creating a little bit more of a gap now between us and the guy, because he's pretty much overflying us now. Okay, so we're starting the procedure turn outbound a little bit early. No, we can't do any editing on that. There's 3,500. We pull back the power a little bit, so what we'll do is when we're established inbound, we'll slow up a bit more, slow down to about 160, 170. Just let that airspeed wash off. Okay, so we're at 3,500. Inbound, we can go down to 2,800. So 2,800, let's arm that. We're going to go to Santa Barbara approach, we're just going to go straight to tower. I wonder, we'll go 121, we'll go to tower 1216 here. Don't know if we're going to be switched. Okay, there's the procedure turn. Airspeed's still washing off. So 084, let's get that heading dialed in now just in case. Pushing it on the other way, 084. Airspeed's still washing off.
If I was Mike, establish on approach course, contact San Luis Tower, correction, San Luis Tower 124.0.
124.0? Oh yeah, copy. Copy, once established inbound, and we'll contact the tower 1240, November 5850 Mike, see you. Okay, so we can continue to go down now, 1, 2, 3, down to 2800, we want 124, I grabbed ground by accident. We are getting really thrown around here. Smallest mountain, tallest peak of that mountain is 1785. Good, being in VR and doing this would be interesting. Getting thrown around a little bit. I wonder if we get airsick. We're established inbound, let's switch to tower. San Luis Tower, very good afternoon, November 585 Sierra Mike, established on the VOR Alpha.
585 Sierra Mike, St. Louis Tower, good afternoon, circle southeast of the field for a left downwind runway 29 and report turn to base.
Okay, circle southeast for a left base for runway 29, we'll call you turning base, November 585 Sierra Mike.
326 Bakersfield ground. Say your aircraft type and direction of flight.
Okay, so we're going to maintain 2800 until we're over the VOR.
326
and then
is
we're
Baron 58, and we're just going to be doing 2 last close traffic.
And then we're allowed down to 1700, so I'll arm that now. Airport
326, roger, runway 30 right, taxi to be Alpha Bravo.
30 right, yeah, Alpha Bravo, 90326.
Over Delta 720, still count departure.
Oh no. Oh, there we go.
Forward departure, Delta 720.
We're just going to do it. It's had a little freeze there, so I'm just going to save a flight. I I'm just going to save the flight and explain in case we have a crash.
Santa Maria ground November 54 Alpha, Alpha 6, taxi to Fox.
Air 54 Alpha, taxi parking via Alpha, remain on this frequency, have a good day.
Have a good
My tree 123. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Please feel free to ask any questions you'd like. Just about to land here in St. Louis. Let's get over the top of the VOR. Okay, we've passed. We can go down to 1700 now. It's Synox. What was 29110 and 300, 110 and 300. It's getting thrown around a little bit.
Bakersfield Tower, Marin 98326 is holding shorter runway 30 right at Bravo for closed traffic.
98326 Bakersfield Tower, wind is 2807, make right close traffic, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff.
Alrighty, so
Right close
it's
traffic,
close enough.
approved,
So
runway 30 right, clear for
heading
takeoff,
mode.
98326.
Gear down. Might track a little bit further outbound there because we're a little bit close. Get rid of the chart now. Low lights are all on. Yeah, all lights are on. We can have the seatbelts on that whole time. Remain. I need to go round. There's the runway just here. One stage of flap. Alright, let's go ahead and turn it in. Shammy! Thank you so much for the 3 months, buddy. I really do appreciate it, Jam. Thank you so much for the support. And I love how you do it at the absolute worst time. And Tower November 585 Sierra Mike, return base.
585 Sierra Mike, runway 29er, cleared to land, wind 29er, 019er, gust 26.
Finland November 585 Sierra Mike. That'll keep those flaps there. That's how I roll, it is, buddy. Thank you so much for the support, Shammy. Really appreciate the sub, buddy. Thank you for extending it. Okay, we got some gusty winds here. I haven't landed this thing with gusts. We won't go.
Tower 98326 is downwind.
Number 98326, runway 30 right, clear lane.
Sorry, 98326.
Runway 326, runway 30 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option 326.
A little high here, so just keep it. So there we go. We're back on path. Trim it out a little bit. Oh. So the thing about X-Plane, you're no longer on rails.
November 210 Whiskey is a Piper Cherokee Slant Alpha. Park transient parking, VFR to the east. Ready to taxi information, Kilo.
I'm working on this one. Oh. Don't crash, thanks Daz. The love and support I get from my community crossing the fence is truly amazing. Oh. Come on, you bastard. We ain't in Kansas anymore. There he goes. Oh, get down, you bastard. Oh, get down. Are we down? We're already down. No point holding it off. Oh, it's pretty good. I didn't even know we were down. Ground. We ground. 121.6.
Mount Monty Ground, November 210 Whiskey is a Piper Cherokee Slant Alpha. Park transient parking VFR to the east, ready to taxi information, Kilo.
2102 Whiskey, Monty Ground, runway 19er, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
Ground 1216.
Alpha Bravo to 19er, 02.
Ground, good afternoon, November 505 Sierra Mike. We're off on Foxtrot for the transit parking just to next to 29.
585 Sierra Mike, say again, I'm sorry.
Ground, November 585 Sierra Mike. We're off on Foxtrot. We're for the parking down there by the end of 29.
585 Sierra Mike, St. Louis Ground, Roger. Taxi parking via Alpha, and did tower switch you to ground?
Sorry, say that again for November 585 Sierra Mike.
585 Sierra Mike, taxi to parking via Alpha, and did tower tell you to switch to ground?
I don't believe so, November 505 Sierra Mike.
Yeah, just for future, make sure you don't switch from tower to ground. It's okay to go from ground to tower when you're departing, but coming off the runway, make sure you do not switch to ground until tower tells you to.
Okay, our apologies. We thought they were both the same. No worries. We'll remember that for next time. 585 Sierra Mike. Bye.
No problem.
No auto changeover. Right.
326 runway 30 right, clear for the option.
30 right, clear for the option.
Clear left. No auto switch over. I thought there was an auto switch over to tower. I didn't realise there was no auto switch over to ground in the US. It's my bad. Down here somewhere. New reminder. Yeah, I'm an Aussie, and yeah, it is different. Damn it, I thought I'd read all the changes, but obviously I haven't. We'll park next to the FedEx guys here, right? and ground November 585 Sierra Mike. I'm too scared to ask now. How did we go there on the I-10?
Sierra 585 Sierra Mike, yeah, that's not a big deal. We would just make a note on that, make sure we talk to you about it, but that wouldn't be a fail or anything like that. You didn't actually do anything wrong, but it's just, we just mentioned that to you. But it's a pass for the I-10.
Woohoo! Awesome, thank you, and do appreciate the information, and thanks, November 585 Sierra Mike.
No problem, have a good night.
Woohoo, we passed the I-10! Let's shut this bitch down. So, AVX 1, AVX 2. Shab, thanks, buddy. You're off. You're off. Taxi light off. And shut down. Beacon off, external power on. Oh. Here we go, guys. Welcome. We made it. Yes. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I almost cocked it up there at the end by auto switching a frequency, but I know that not to do that. Kiefer, good evening. How are you going? Well, welcome to Santa Maria. No, we're not in Santa Maria. We're in St. Louis. Just zoom out a bit here and have a bit of a look-see at the airport. The airports are fantastic here in X-Plane. I've got to give it that. Sitting here in the valley. Project Flybot's now going to spam us because of the bug in X-Plane. So let's complete the flight there. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. We won't be getting spam no longer. I had a lot of similar conversations on Pilotedge as I struggled to remember the FAA procedures and how they differ from Europe, Australia, and the rest of the world. Yeah, it is a bit tricky. It's I've been reading a lot about some of the changes between Australia and the US, and we don't normally get our arrival in the original plan, all that sort of stuff. So all that stuff's changed a little bit after evening. 4:52 p.m. on Saturday. Oh, nice, beautiful. It's Sunday here. It's Sunday at almost 10 a.m. Alrighty, so we are on the deck here. I'll just zoom that out. So let's have a bit of a looky look here at Pilotedge. So that was the I-10. Let's go back to the website. Are we on the website? You bet your ass we are. There we go, the I-10. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Alright, so what that means is the last rating we have here is meet your arch enemy. That's clever wordplay there. So the I-11. So fly from Corona to Victorville. Victorville's where that's in the desert, isn't it? That's where they have all the planes. Using the obstacle departure procedure, shoot the VOR DME runway 17 approach to minimums, go missed. We're going to do another missed approach. Once established on the missed, cancel IFR and return under VFR for a full stop landing. Yeah, okay. It's fairly straightforward, but it's nice around here. See you later, Aaron. Thank you so much for coming in and helping me out. I really do appreciate it, buddy. Yes, north of Las Vegas. Oh, sorry, Los Angeles. Sorry, my bad. Okay, north of Los Angeles. All right. So the learning objectives for this one are understand the existence and use of obstacle departure procedures, understand the option of cancelling an IFR flight whilst in the air and proceeding VFR to destination. I have done that into Catalina. I've done that. I think New Speedy, we were going into Catalina, and you were reminding me 400 times about cancelling the IFR once on the ground. I got one back at you, and I cancelled it on approach because we were VFR. So I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. To successfully complete this rating, you must accomplish the following tasks: fly from there to there, inform ATC that you're doing the I-11, obtain IFR clearance and release while on the ground at KAJO. Inform ATC either while on the ground or upon initial contact in the air, the intention is to fly the ODP. Okay, fly the ODP including at least one lap of the hold at PDZ. May require you to coordinate with ATC. Proceed en route to Apples. Oh, close enough. And execute the VOR DME for runway 17. Execute the initial portion of the missed approach. Once handed to Joshua approach. On the missed, cancel IFR and return to VFR. Okay. Well, that seems all fairly straightforward. So let's
disconnected.
Let's disconnect here. Let's go ahead and we'll quit X-Plane and just give X-Plane a second to reboot it. So because we're going to change airports, we're not going to fly from this airport. I'm just going to close X-Plane and refresh it. On one of the previous iRatings, I didn't refresh it. I warped myself to another airport, and halfway through that flight, the sim crashed. So I'm a little bit definitely wary of it now. That need to make sure that it's I restart the sim. I think it's just good safety sense. All right. So new flight. So we are going from KAJO, Corona Mississippi, customize. Where do we want to go here? Remember, on the missed approach, cancel IFR and return VFR. Thanks, buddy. You got my back. I appreciate it. God, there's a lot of prop spots here. Maybe we should have a looky-loo here at the, if we go Sky Vectors, let's go and have a look at the airports here real quick. KAJO. Let's just have is there a ground chart here? Oh, the meta. Winds calm, good sky condition clear, good visibility, and 2980 on the altimeter. Beautiful. There's normally a ground chart with this this airport, with these diagrams. That's okay. We don't need you. We'll just go here. So I need to create the I-11. So what I'm just doing, guys, I'm just chucking a flight into Navigraph. So we're going from KAJO to, what was Victorville's code again? Victorville was KVCV. Told you I'd give you good weather. Okay, so there's now we can get some charts up and have a little bit of a look here on the I-11. So Corona, we need to download. What did it do that for? Because I'm an idiot. KVCV. That's right. That's better. Alright, so why is my Navigraph doing that? Oh, don't tell me, do we not have... Yep, okay, cool. Do we not have KAVCV? Oh, we do. KAV, no, what is it? KVCV, isn't it? KVCV. No, we do. What are you doing? Okay, I can do the meta, but could explain what the hell all that means. That's okay, mate. So the KVCV is the ICAO identification for that airport. So everything in the US starts with K. Everything in Australia starts with Y. So VCV is Victorville's 3-digit code. K is the country identifier. 01, so that's the date, the first, from 2256 Zulu. So from GMT time, Greenwich Mean Time. This last observation was taken at 23:45, which I think is about 10-15 minutes ago. The wind is calm, so it's 000 degrees at 00 knots. The sky condition, so it's 10. The visibility is 10 10 miles or more, which is good. The sky condition is clear, so there's no cloud, and the altimeter is 2980. Well, we don't have the second runway. Runway is at 25. Oh no, because I'm looking at the wrong one, because I'm an idiot. K, Kilo, Alpha Juliet Oscar. KHAO. Oh, that's better. Okay, well you could pretty much go anywhere, so we'll just go here. Hangars, prop tie down area, we'll just go there and start loading you in. Alright, so okay, save. That's better. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're just loading in X-Plane now into Corona. Get rid of that while we wait. Some nice views of the X-Plane loading screen. What I will do is get the iPad up here and we'll create a new one. So we want the I-11. We're going to chuck some lines and stuff on there. You're wearing the same shirt as yesterday, the Smart Pirate. No, I'm not. This is a new one. It was red. Yesterday was red, but this is like every day is a good day shirt. This is different. So November 585, Sierra Mike. We're at PC 12. Thanks, buddy. How are you, buddy? How's the States treating you? Alrighty, in we go. Come on. Lots of loading. It takes a little bit longer now because I'm loading in AI traffic because of Pilotedge. That's right. That is right. Excuse me. There we go, on the deck. Let's go ahead and dynamic weather download. Continue. So we'll get the latest weather kicking in. We'll get Pilotedge connected.
Connected to Pilotedge.
There we go. Oh! Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to pull out of this one. Let's have a little looky here at this airport. Oh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Should have parked down there. This is a cute little airport. Damn. It's very cute. Lots of hangars. Alright, well we're going to, no challenge is too small for us, so let's go ahead and we'll get the passenger doors open, static elements. Actually, we'll close the passenger doors. Keep all that stuff organised, so we want to X camera disable, X camera enable, and we'll go up here, we'll move you out of the way, thank you very much. Signal power, BAT1, BAT2. We'll turn avionics on, we'll turn the nav lights on. Move you out of the way. There we go. Alrighty, beautiful. Let's go ahead and get you up, create a new flight. We're going from KAJO Corona to KVCV. Southern California Logistics, KVCV, okay. Manual, our route. So we are November 585. I'm just putting in some flight information for you guys for the top of the
Tower
stream.
0 Whiskey is clear, 26 right on Charlie, request taxi back
We're on a
26 right.
PC-12, book and dispatch.
November 02 Whiskey, taxi runway 26 right via November
Fly
Alpha.
now.
November Alpha to 26
Is it going to
right,
show up on
0
top of the
Whiskey.
stream? The
02
answer
Whiskey,
is...
Can we give you a call back as soon as we get to the end?
Yes, there it
Thanks,
is.
0 Whiskey.
Okay, so... Let's get Sky Vector up here and I'll show you guys the Sky here. We'll go back to Sky Vector. So let's just chuck something in. We're going from, I'm going to write this down because I keep forgetting the ICAO codes. So K AJO. Yeah. AJO to KVCV.
John Wayne Clarence, Centurion 660 Whiskey Charlie, IFR to Burbank for the I-3
PDZ.
with information November.
I'm just going to chuck some stuff down here. Victor 442 to Apples.
660 Whiskey Charlie and John Wayne Clarence on request, standby.
So we want Sky Vector. So it's KAJO to KVCV.
660 Whiskey Charlie cleared to the Burbank Airport on departure planning 220. Expect ready vectors at Seal Beach VOR, then as filed. Maintain 2000. Expect 4000 5 minutes after departure. Departure will be with SoCal 128.1. Squawks 3264.
East is odd, so we'll go at 9,000.
Then as filed 2000, maintain, expect 4005. SoCal departures 128.1, squawk 3264 for 660 Whiskey Charlie.
660
Whiskey Charlie. I missed the first part of that. It was heading 220 direct ready vectors to Seal Beach.
Correct. Fly heading 220 on departure, radar vectors to Seal Beach, and then as filed 660 Whiskey Charlie.
Right.
660 Whiskey Charlie, read back, yes, correct. Have a good flight. And I have your request for the I-3.
KAJO we don't have here. That's cool. Just got the meta there anyway. So what was it? 2980 on you, 2980, which is just there. So we wanted to lodge a flight plan. Pilot center, file a flight plan. So we're going IFR November 5850 Mike PC12/G 250. We're going from KAJO. Put you into the sim. Going to KVCV at 9,000. This is even Easter's odds. Our alternate. We'll just have a little bit of a look around here. You can go down here to KPMD Palmdale Kilo Papa Mike Delta. Kilo Papa Mike Delta. That's going to be, no, that's not going to be our route. Our flight plan we'll get from here.
Gentlemen, ground Centurion 660 Whiskey Charlie is at the west ramp, ready to taxi with November.
High rating.
660 Whiskey Charlie, John ground. Runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo and Kilo.
11.
20 right via Bravo Kilo, 660 Whiskey Charlie.
High 11 rating /Twitch.tv. Okay, so we're flying IFR on November 5850 Mike, which is the Pilatus PC-12 with /G equipment type. We're one aircraft, we're not heavy, we've got a true airspeed of 250 knots. Departure location is Kilo Alpha Juliet Oscar. We're going to Victorville, Kilo Victor Charlie Victor at 9,000 feet. The alternate is Palmdale. We're going PDZ Victor 442 to Apples, and then we're on the I-11 rating, some self-promotion. Let's go ahead and file that guy, which we have done. Okay, so before we call him up, let's have a little bit of a look here at what route we're going to be flying. So there is Paradise there, and then we're on the Victor 442 Apples, and then we shoot the approach there.
Information Alpha full stop.
So let's have have a look here. Is there any...
796 Alpha Bakersfield Tower, roger. Give me a call 10 miles northeast.
We'll do 796 Alpha.
So we need to have a look at the obstacle departure procedure for this airport, which is why I've got this up. So we're going to get rid of you. We'll chuck you over there.
Tower, Baron 160 Bravo Zulu, 10 miles east, full stop landing with Delta, request capture rating.
So this is the takeoff minimums chart.
And then the call sign calling St. Louis Tower. What was the call sign?
KAJO.
160 Bravo Zulu.
AJO, Corona, there we go. So let's bring it up so you guys can see it. Corona, will zoom in one more time. So Corona, it's this guy here. And what we might do is just 1181 and transfer just to...
160 Bravo Zulu, St. Louis Tower. Say your location again?
10 miles to...
Okay, we just switch frequency real quick while we go through this. So we have to fly this obstacle departure procedure out of Corona. So with the wind is calm, we can take any runway we want. So if we look, let's go vector here. We're going to be flying for departing for the east. So just looking at the charts here, it's probably going to be runway 7 will depart. It's pretty straightforward, and we'll go out to the east there. So takeoff minimum for runway 7, 1002 standard with a minimum climb of 310 per nautical mile. That's easy. Runway 25, that's fine. So the departure procedure. So the departure procedure for runway 7 is a climbing left turn. Okay. Runway 25, climb right turn. All aircraft continue climb direct to PDZ, so Paradise. I'm just going to write that down, otherwise I'll forget it. So PDZ is Paradise. Aircraft departing Paradise radial 091. CW radial 140, radial climbing on course. All others continue to Paradise by holding pattern. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. So runway 07, it's a climbing left turn. Okay, so all aircraft continue to climb direct to PDZ. Alright, let's go ahead and just chuck this in the box here and get a visual representation of what we're trying to do. So we'll chuck our arrival and we're going to Kilo Victor Charlie Victor KAJO. Let's load a procedure. We've got a departure in there. Anything at all? No, we don't. Okay, well we're going to go via, so we're going to go here, add after, insert after, we want Papa Delta Zulu to Paradise, and then from Paradise we're going to go on the Victor 442 to Apples. Load. Okay, so let's have a look at the map here. So departing, if we did depart runway 07, we fly out. It's a climbing left turn. No, we haven't got it on. What's going on with the TCAS here? Route personal license, and then it's up there to Apples and there. Okay, so just looking here, I'm just going to bring that to the side here. It's probably going to be a bit hard to do with the chart here. See how that looks with the Chrome window up. Oh yeah, that fits in there. Okay, so it's a climbing left turn. Okay, so it's a climbing left turn straight to PDZ. That's pretty straightforward. So, alright, so let's just step this out as best I know it. Because I'm just going to write this down here. So runway 07 Step 1 is climb, left, turn. Step 2 is all aircraft climb direct to the Paradise VOR, so direct PDZ. Step 3, and this is what I'm not sure about. All aircraft departing PDZ radial 019. That's what we need to look at. So what's we're going to be departing on 012. So I'll look back here at you. If there's anyone on stream, guys, and you're wondering about this, or you think you got a better understanding of this than I do, please jump in. Oh, Christ. It's alright, buddy. It's all good. I feel like that's clockwise. Oh man, I feel like we need to I think we need help on that. That's got me stumped. I've never seen something like that before. So 238. Oh, come on, I gotta be able to nut this out. Okay, so we're climbing left turn direct to PDZ. So all aircraft departing PDZ, radial 019 clockwise, radial 40, radial 231. I'm lost too. Oh, Kurt. Kiefer, I'm lost, just as lost as you. Kurt, help me out here, bud. You're smart. Okay, so this is an obstacle departure procedure for Corona where we're departing. So we're departing off runway 7. So as I understand it, climbing left turn, we're not doing 25. All aircraft continue climb direct to PDZ VOR. So when we depart runway 07, Paradise VOR is just over here. So we're just a climbing left turn direct to Paradise. The part that I don't get is this part here. So aircraft departing Paradise, radial 091 to is that clockwise radial to radial 140? So is that like 091 radial to radial 140? Is that what we're doing? Is that what it's talking about there? Oh, it's got N radial 231 as well. I don't know. Yeah, it's clockwise, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's clockwise. I read clockwise, you read that as clockwise as well, yeah. So we'd expect somewhere to see CCW for counterclockwise, right? That's interesting. Wouldn't you just say left or right? Anyway. That sounds like it. Most logical, yeah. Okay. So, aircraft departing PDZ Paradise radial 091, radial 140 and radial 231, radial 280, climb on course. All others continue climb in the hold. Alright, let's go back. I'm sure they explained it in the I rating. It does. Alright, well let's just shut up and read. Okay, so the obstacle departure clearance provides obstacle and terrain separation for departures out of a specific airport. Yeah, we got that. We know what that's for. They exist in cases where an airport has been surveyed for obstacles. No shit. And has been found to have obstacles or terrain that would be a factor in an airplane were to depart in a random direction at a minimal acceptable climb gradient. Okay, well the good thing is that we're in a rocket. See the workshop in the related materials for more details. Yes, I know the ODP, it's just this ODP is throwing me out. ODPs may be flown anytime ATC has not assigned a standard instrument departure. Okay, well there's no SIDS out of here, or a radar vector, even when they are not included in the clearance. In some rare cases, they may also be assigned by ATC for separation of traffic flows. Alright. Reviewing the ODP, it is summarized as follows. Oh, for fuck's sake, why didn't I just read this? Sorry, everyone. Okay, so turn towards PDZ VOR. So left turn off runway 27 or a right turn off 25. Yeah, we worked that one out. Let's see, Kiefer. If you'll be departing PDZ on a course of 091 to 140 or 231 to 280, you can continue course on course after Paradise. Okay, so we were on it. We were getting there. We were close. Okay, so if we're departing Paradise on 091 to 140 or 141 to 230. You can continue on course after Paradise. Otherwise, we have to hold northeast of Paradise on the 030 radial. Right turns to cross Paradise at or above 4,600 for courses 141 to 230 or 6,700 for courses 281 to 090. And astute readers might notice that the Paradise R030 radial is actually Victor 8. I'm not that astute. Okay. So CW does not mean clockwise. It means continuous wave, which I think means in between. Okay. Well, we learn something new every day, guys. There you go. So it's not clockwise. Thanks, Sham. That was your suggestion. Joking. It means in between. Okay. Well, hopefully, if old Kurt's got that right. Okay. All right. That seems logical. Disclaimer: not a pilot. Hey Barbs, Nathan, I've been streaming, buddy, so I saw the message. I didn't get a chance to look at it, but whatever. So we're just reviewing a departure procedure here, mate, an obstacle departure procedure. We learned something new. Okay, so departing PZ on course 091 to 140 or 231 to 280. It does sound like a radar. It does sound like a radar. Okay, so let me just check here. Let me just write this down. So what's the radials they want us if we're on a course of 091 to 140 or 231 to 280? 231 to 280. I bet for this training, I bet for this rating, we're not going to have a course outbound. Or something the Queen does. True, Barbs, true. Okay, so Sky Vector. Fucking knew it. So this is our route here. So here's Paradise here. So we're going to be outbound on 012. So that doesn't fall within that range. Damn it. Who could have guessed that? So we have to do the second part. So let's just go back to the explanation because it's got everything here. So we don't fall into that. We don't fall into the easy part. Great. Just reading something about obstacle departures. So otherwise hold northeast at Papa Delta Zulu on the 030 radial, right turns. To cross PDZ at or above 4,000 for courses 141 to 230 or, okay, so we're this guy, 6,700. Oh, so Shami says CW means clockwise according to the doco he's reviewing, Kurt. Should have known better after listening to someone who lands in Canberra like the way you do. Should have listened. Okay, so that's going to be us. So 6,000. So to cross at or across PTZ at or above 4,000 or at or above 6,000. Okay, so if we look here. So basically we're going to hold. CW means clockwise. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I thought as much. All right, so Barbs, you're fairly switched on. Let's fact check this past you because I haven't seen one of these like this before. So this is our obstacle departure clearance for Corona where we're at. So runway 07 is our departure. So climbing left turn. Okay. We don't have to worry about 25. All aircraft continue direct to Paradise VOR, so that's fairly straightforward. So we depart off 07, one safe, we turn left direct to Paradise. All aircraft departing Paradise between this radial clockwise to this radial, and this radial clockwise to this radial, climb on course. That's not us. We'll be departing on radial 021. So all others continue in Paradise holding pattern, hold northeast, right turns 210 inbound to cross Paradise VOR at or above. So between those radials 141 and radial 230, we need to be at 4,000. We're departing on 021, so I believe that we need to be on this one here. So we need to be between 281 and 090 as our outbound. So we need to be at 6,700. And that's at or above 6,700. That's how I read that. That makes sense, doesn't it? Totally gonna fuck this up. Yeah? Okay. So my question is... two questions. What happens if we are in a rocket like this, and probably we won't do it, but if we get there above 6,700, what happens then? Do we still have to do the hold? And second question, when we're in the hold and we hit 6,700 or above, does ATC, do we request something from ATC to get out of the hold, or are they smart enough to know this and then they just punch us straight on resume no nav on the Victor 442? Yeah, I've got through the I ratings fine until the very end one. Yes and yes. Okay. So we still hold if we get there, even if we outclimb it and we get there above. You have to request from them. Yeah, should be right. Thanks, Kurt. You must hold unless otherwise instructed. Yeah, cool. Okay. Maybe this is the real I rating, deciphering these instructions. Yeah, I think you're right. And let's see if the GTN 750 is smart enough to do this. Thank God this is simulation. Yeah, I'd totally run into a mountain. I would expect that you can't exit the hold until instructed. Yeah, that's what that would be my take on that too, Barbs. So let's have a bit of a looky-loo here at the GTN 750. So if we go to back, we go to flight plan. There's Paradise just there. Can we insert a hold? Hold at waypoint. Okay. So yes, we can. So northeast right turns 210 inbound. So is that 030? That's 030, right? 030 inbound, right turns. This is going to be hilarious if you get airborne and ATCs to turn left heading 020, proceed on course. No, Barbs, I've got to tell them that I need to do the ODP. It says it in the briefing. I've got to tell them that I want to do the ODP. But nope, be gone. I'm going to do the ODP. Okay, so Am I saying we're setting up that hold right? So the holds, it says so into the holding pattern. So the holding pattern is hold northeast. So that's wrong already. Hold southwest of Paradise it's got. I just changed it to left turn. Okay, it's got us holding southwest. I want to hold north. So 210 inbound, which means it's going to be radial 030. So I'm just gonna plot this out on the iPad real quick. So there's our VOR. It wants us 210 inbound. So that's 210 inbound, which is radial 030. So we want to track, and our hold is northeast. Right turn, so it's going to be like that. So and if we depart, so there's 07. So if we depart direct there, so would we go and then do holds like that? What do you reckon, guys? So we hit the VOR, we do a teardrop, and then we go around like that because it's right turns. Everyone's gone quiet. Oh no, this is not a good sign. I'm not sure. So we pretty much know that the GTN 750 is not going to do it. Outbound. Oh, there we go. Hold northeast. I can remind you to cancel the IFR and VFR. Now I know why we keep you around, buddy. Okay, so that's fixed that. But what does that mean for us? Excuse me. So it's we get Chrome on there too. So it's hold northeast. right turns. So let's do 2-1. So right turns 210 inbound. Yeah, that's it. Below the hold. So we hit, go out, do the teardrop, and then around. All right, let's just give that a crack. Fuck it, rock and roll. What have we got to lose? We can all fail together. Okay. No worries, buddy. We'll see you soon. Alright, let's have a little bit of a look at a ground chart here. So it's Unicom here, so we want SoCal departure 1354. There's a bug in here. He comes back, he's dead. Okay, so we are going from
660 Whiskey Charlie, SoCal approach. Advise you have weather departure crest, Burbank altimeter 2976.
To Victorville. The I-8, oh the I-11 with ODP. SoCal departure, good evening again, November 585, Sierra Mike.
November 0 Whiskey Charlie, expect Dallas wrong 8 approach. 585 Sierra Mike, SoCal approach, go ahead.
Yeah, hello again, we're on the ground in Corona for Victorville IFR for the I-11 with ODP if we can, November 585 Sierra Mike.
585 Sierra Mike, clear to Victorville Airport, as filed. Maintain 4,000, expect 9,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4, squawk 2120.
Sorry, can we just grab the squawk for us, 585 Sierra Mike?
That's no problem, squawk 2120, 2120.
Okay, copy, clear to Victorville as filed 4,000. Expect 9,010 minutes after departure, airborne 1354 and squawk 2120, November 585 Sierra Mike.
Air 5 Sierra Mike, read back correct, advisory, hold for release, advise ready for departure.
Wilco, November 585 Sierra Mike. That's filed, okay. So I kind of really scribbled that, so that's, so we cleared to Victorville as filed. 4,000, expect 9,010 minutes after departure, airborne 1354 and squawk 2120. Okay, let's go ahead and get that set up. So 2120, 2, 0, that's not 2120, 2, 0, 1, no, that's not right either. 2, 1, 2, 0, execute you, 2120, we've been cleared to 4,000. 4,000. We'll arm you. Flight director on. So heading, we'll just have 075 dialed up here. GPS is already on. 075, which is set. 2120, 4,000. So we need the CTAF here. 1227. 1227. Transfer.
Scout 52341, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb maintain 900,000.
Okay, I think we're good to go.
Whiskey Charlie flighting 050. GPS 1014, descend via Angel 4 arrival.
We need to make sure we turn left straight away. Okay.
Zero Whiskey Charlie, 3 miles from Silex, maintain 3,400 to establish localized cleared ILS from late approach.
Alrighty, we're clear. We are clear. Gonna blow away those buildings. I think I'm gonna clip the right wing here. When in doubt, fuck it. Alrighty. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. It's 14. Shan, this is the Pilatus PC-12, which is the exactly same aircraft that the Royal Flying Doctors fly, which is our charity for the month. Alright, it's a good start on 1, gen, power off, cooling on, heating on, don't need to worry you guys there, up to 9. It's 1 to 10, air on, control check. One 2270 traffic Corona, Pilatus PC-12, November 585 Sierra Mike, taxis runway 07 Corona. Alright, taxi light on, clear left, building to the right. Go down. Oh yeah, nailed it. Nailed it. Sounds good, this aircraft. Nothing coming up? No. Yeah, Project Flybolt's got a bit of a bug in X-Plane at the moment. They're fixing it in a new release. Should try upping the frame rate on the stream again and see if it lags. It was lagging before, which is why you guys are only seeing it at 30 FPS. I see it at 60. smoother on my screen than it is on stream, but my PC seems to, or the laptop that does the transcoding seems to lag up a bit at 60 FPS at 1080. And SoCal November 585 Sierra Mike, we're ready for departure.
585 Sierra Mike, thank you. Release for departure, clearance void if not off in 3 minutes. If not off in 3 minutes, advise intention of this frequency not later than 6 minutes. Change to advisory frequency approved.
Okay, copy. Clear to depart within 3 minutes, if not off within 6. Cancellation and we'll contact you back and switch to the frequency November 585 Sierra Mike. Okay. Corona traffic, Pilatus PC12 November 585 Sierra Mike, now depart 07. We're departing for the east, traffic Corona. Alrighty, leading lights, strobe lights. Let's go. Clear left. Yeah, I assume we clear right, I can't see. Check here, there's nothing. Yep, there is one. Must have missed his CTAF crawl. Alright, let's go. Everyone ready to go? Let's go! Oh, a bit of torque there, a bit of crosswind. Gear up. Buddy, that was close. You're down on autopilot. Nav. There we go. I think I might flap something by accident. Let's switch. SoCal departure, hello again, November 585 Sierra Mike's with you through 1900, incline 4000.
585 Sierra Mike, SoCal departure right then. Cessna 341, join the Palmdale 218 radio, resume departure. Air 341, climb maintain 11,000 for minimum en route altitude. Cessna 341, amend your altitude, maintain 11,000 for minimum en route altitude. Air 585 Sierra Mike, radar contact over Paradise VOR, climb maintain 9,000.
9,000, November 585 Sierra Mike.
Air 5077 Juliet, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
9,000 set. So the IDP,
2810.
Sorry, the ODP has us climbing via the hold here.
Cessna 1 Delta Mike, contact Palomar Tower 118.6. Cessna 5077 Juliet, SoCal approach, John Wayne, altimeter 2977.
Okay, starting to hold. Oh, wow. Yeah, right, look at that terrain there. Jesus. No wonder they want to get us to hold.
That's approved. Let me know when you're back.
So far, so good, everyone.
UPS 1014, contact SoCal approach 132.37.
Okay, so there's 9,000, coming up on 9,000. It's a right-hand turn.
UPS 1014, heavy, SoCal approach, LA altimeter 2978, cleared ILS, runway 25 left approach.
That ortho looks so good. Next one is Victorville. So what do they want us to do in Victorville again? They want us to do the fly the ADP, proceed en route Apples to activate the URDME for runway 17. URDME for 17. URDME for 17. It's that guy there. So this is the chart that we'll be doing. So from Apples, that guy just there, we can do the URDME, flying the arc. Makes perfect sense. So what we'll do on the next outbound, just reminding you to cancel your IFR, go to VFR. Oh, that's true, we've got to, that's right. Ah, you speaking, absolutely.
770, thank you. 770, clear direct Los Angeles.
Initial approach, yes, only missed approach. That's right.
770, clear direct Los Angeles.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Cessna 341, are you turning on the radio?
So on this next outbound leg, I'll request us to go out of the hold and...
Thank you.
Are you ready? I-178. What? What you talking? SoCal November 585 Sierra Mike.
Or 585 Sierra Mike.
Upon this next pass here, are we able to exit the hold and resume nav via Victor 442 Apples?
That's affirmative.
Copy, after head the Paradise VOR will right here turn exit the hold and track Victor 442 Apples, November 585 Sierra Mike. This is the I-11, mate. We did the I-10. We're on the I-11. Yeah. So we need to exit the Z-hold. No, don't turn left. Shit. Go right. Probably execute that a bit earlier. Too early. Yeah, I did. It's alright. Caught it. Should have executed that when we were past the 180 degree mark. It's going to want to turn us to the left. No.
Juliet, traffic 10 o'clock and 1.5 miles same direction on 66,500, type on.
If any of you guys are even on the fence about getting Auto 4XP, don't be, just go get it, it's so good.
Cessna 52341, contact Joshua, approach 126.1.
Okay, slowly doing the turn back onto our track. No mate, the Auto 4XP is some software that you put in for X-Plane that downloads all the satellite data and elevation data and
roads. Joshua approach,
train lines, power lines, and dumps it all in your X-Plane. So it doesn't look like generic, it actually looks like that. Those buildings down there are there in real life. That road through there is there in real life. That freeway there is there in real life. So when we do the VFR stuff and we're tracking visually, that'll be really important, which is why I got it. So yeah, really, really impressed with it. Yeah, so it's, oops, it's the wrong button to push. I'm really busting for a leak here. objects? Well, the 3D objects come from the OpenStreetMaps data, so OSM data in Australia is pretty bad, because a lot of people haven't added buildings into it. In the US and Europe, it's far better. So if I turn the objects up to 100%, just about every one of those houses that you see as a texture would have a house on it, or a building would have a building on it. Yeah, it's pretty good flying in the US. Australia's a different story, Bards, unfortunately. Can't help but looking out the window. Big freeway down there.
Yes, 1014 heavy SoCal approach, LA altimeter 2978.
So we've got 9 minutes in the cruise at the moment. Barbs, you download them as JPEG files. So someone's done all of the US in JPEG files. You torrent download those, and then you run some software that expands them into the proper format. So I think a 20 gig download it might have been 20 or 30 gig all up, and then that turns into like 500 gig after you expand it. You don't have to download 500 gig, you just download like 20 gig and then expand it. Yeah, it's a really good way of doing it, absolutely. And as you can see, I mean, the quality is just absolutely amazing. Alrighty, so, Newspeedy, can I get some weather for our destination? Kilo Victor Charlie Victor, please. Yeah, you can, mate, you can put anything you like. You just create a shortcut and chuck that in your custom scenery folder, the shortcut, and it can be anywhere. Thank you, sir. So winds are still calm, and 29 is 79. So the missed approach 3,500 right turn track 6,000 to 6,000, then right turn. Okay, so we're at 3,000, we're going to do a righty turn, heading outbound, and then what's VFR? Oh, maybe we might be going VFR. SoCal November 585 Sierra Mike request.
5 Sierra Mike, go ahead.
Are we able to get the VOR DME for runway 17 into Victorville, please? On that, please.
Affirmative, I'll forward that request.
Thanks very much, 550. Alright, let's go ahead and chuck that into the GTX flight plan. Load procedure. No, we don't want a departure, we want an approach. We want a VOR DME for runway 17. Let me just double check that via the chart. VOR DME for 17. Vectors, no, it's from Apples, and we want to load the approach. Yeah, that's fine. Back to menu. So it got us flying the Arc. Oh, looky at that. Lovely. Okay. So we have 6,000, we've got 12 miles to get down to 6.6 from 9, yeah, that should be okay. 109.05, so we'll go to that now. Can we identify it? Is it, three double dots and a single long. it's getting red out here. Victorville is where we're headed.
US 1014 heavy contact LA Tower 120.905 CM.
Sorry, Barbs. While we're doing I ratings, there's no music.
Sorry, contact Joshua approach 126.1.
Getting bored.
Air 50 Mike, contact Joshua approach 126.1.
I'll do approach on 1261 to number 505 Sierra Mike. See ya. Approach, good afternoon, November 505 Sierra Mike with you at 9,000.
585 Sierra Mike, Joshua approach the Victorville altimeter 2979 M. Request.
I request the VOR DMU for runway 17 from Apples if available. 505 Sierra Mike.
585 Sierra Mike, rise across Apples 9000, clear VOR DME runway 17 approach.
Could be overhead Apples at 9,000 feet from the VOR DMU approach, number 505 Sierra Mike. Okay, so we've been clear for the approach. Let's go ahead and organise that. Do a barrel roll or something. Barbs, stop being disruptive. Okay, so with local altimeter we do, so it's 3,200 on the decision height. I'm going to be rolling this ball for ages. 3,000, up to that long, 3,200 on you. Got you set. So it's so from Apples we're going to be over at 9,000 from Apples. We just set at 6,600 to fly the Arc from and then from Byth we can go down to 5,200. Then we turn left course 170. We can then descend to 4,300, and then from Yinka we can descend down to the MDA, which is 3,200. Fox 2. Missed approach, which we're going to have to do, is climb to 3,500, then climbing right, turn to 6,000 via 300 heading outbound on the V. Okay. And then we jump on the 269 radial. Okay. Okay, so there is Apples.
Contact SoCal approach 125.2.
So we go down to 6,600 now. There it is. So we arm that, and we'll go down 1, 2, 3, 4.
5077 Julia, contact SoCal approach 125.2.
The next one's going to be the CTAF 11835.
25077 Julia, how do you read? You've always been loud and clear for me. 778, contact SoCal approach 125.2.
Check here. 117.
778, SoCal approach, ELA altimeter 2978.
So it's a right traffic pattern for runway 17. So we'll just jump on right downwind. So 6,600. After Byth, we can go down to 5,200. We'll arm that. Sorry, Kiefer, the weather looks good. I didn't see that. It does. Crazy Rico, how you going? Welcome to the stream, my friend. We're just landing into Victorville. Can I ask you a question? You most certainly can. Do you recommend any type of night light enhancements that's freeware? X-Vision, I think, is X-Vision, have you seen X-Vision? I tried using my Leap Motion for TrackIR and failed. Hey Stevie, how you going, buddy? Did you really? We need to descend. Oh, it might be. It might be. No, I don't, buddy. I've only really ever used that. So, yeah. I like this plane. The PC-12. Are you being sarcastic, Barbs? It's 5,200. We can keep the descent going now down to 4,300. Yeah, the ortho looks pretty good. It's pretty barren out here. You can see why they dump planes. Okay, so Unical through 4,300, which we've got set and armed. Approach out of the 505 Mike. Gear down.
Roger, Mike, Roger, you can contact Victorville Tower 18.35. See ya.
1835 to 505 Mike, see ya. Gear down. Okay, so from Unical, it's then down to 3,200. we are visual, affirm. Victorville Tower, good afternoon. Pilatus PC12 November 585 Sierra Mike is established in the BYD runway 17.
585 Sierra Mike, Victorville Tower, runway 17, clear to land, wind calm.
Clear to land, November 585 Sierra Mike. Is there a fast way to cancel our file? Go, thank you, buddy. Barb's in the GTN 750. Is there a quick way just to enable the missed approach? I know it senses it, but is there a faster way? Yeah, copy. We might scratch that now. Sorry, STV, give me 1 sec, buddy. I'm just at a critical mass here, and then I'll let you know how I did it all. If that's all right. Alrighty, let's go Mr. Approach. So, get rid of you, get rid of you. Pulse out of it, full power. So it's 3,500. And then right turn, heading 300. Gear up. And tower, November 505 Sierra Mike's going missed.
585 Sierra Mike, roger.
Go Mr. Approach. Approach. Keep going up. There we go. Turn right, 6,000.
585 Sierra Mike, contact Joshua, departure 126.1.
Departure on 1261, November 585 Sierra Mike, see you. Okay, so the set what did I say? Once handed to Joshua approach with Mr. Approach, cancel IFR, return VFR, okay. So go departure November 585 Sierra Mike on the Mr. Approach.
585 Sierra Mike, Joshua departure, radar contact, say intentions.
We're visual here, it's a great day. Are we able to cancel the IFR and we'll go back and then VFR November 585 Sierra Mike?
585 Sierra Mike, roger, you can expect that here in just 1 second. There, get traffic, 2 o'clock, 1 mile, eastbound, communicates 5,500, traffic alert.
Copy, we don't have him visual at the moment. We'll keep a look out, 585 Sierra Mike.
There should be no factories off at 3 o'clock, moving to your 4 o'clock behind you.
Copy, yep, we see him, thank you, 585 Sierra Mike. So 6,000's armed. No flaps out. We're just going to slow up a little bit. There's no need to speed away from the airport. Thanks to Speedy. missed approach was climbing 3,500, then climbing right turn to 6,000, track 300, heading outbound, jump on the VOR, radial 269 outbound together, which is what we're doing right now. Just wanted to let you know, good luck, we're all counting on you.
50 Mike, IFR cancellation received, squawk VFR for exchange approved, you have a good one.
Okay, cancel the IFR, squawk VFR, and see you later, November 5050 Mike.
77 Juliet.
Back to the tower. Okay, let's go right here, we'll track back to the airport. Kilo, Victor, Charlie, Victor. Activate late. Victorville Tower, g'day again, November 585 Sierra Mike, we're 10 miles to the west, inbound VFR, on the right base for runway 17 if available.
Air 5 Sierra Mike, Victorville Tower, runway base, runway 17, clear to land, wind calm.
Copy, right base and clear to land at 585 Sierra Mike.
Mojave Tower, Cessna 6182 Golf, short 26, Charlie.
6182 Golf, Mojave Tower. Only 26 cleared for takeoff, proceed on course.
Clear for takeoff on course, Cessna 6182 Golf.
And the wind is 28020, gust 26.
Copy the wind, 6182 Golf, thank you, sir.
Alrighty. Can you see the clouds? You can. You speed it. You can see the weather on it. Yep.
12 on the ground.
So the 5812, Lindbergh clearance on request. Standby. Delta 5812, clear to Los Angeles International Airport, Seaward 2 departure. Steel Beach transition, direct. Climb via 6 to maintain 1010,000. Departure frequency SoCal 119.6, squawk 2141.
Okay, we're clear to Los Angeles, Seaward, fly, then direct, static at 10, 119.
Oh, there it is, just there.
41 in the box.
All the lights are on.
5812, are you back, correct?
Sorry, East TV, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm just getting rated on this one, and just to make sure I can pull it off.
John Wayne clear, Skyhawk 54102 at Atlantic, looking to pick up our IFR.
54102, Charlie clearance cleared to John Wayne Airport. On departure planning 220, expect rate of entry to Steel Beach VOR and then direct. Maintain 2000, expect 3000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 3436.
Okay, Pat 4102 clear to the John Wayne Airport. Fly heading 220 on departure. Radar vectors, Steel Beach, then direct. Climb and maintain 2000, expect 3000 5 minutes after departure. Frequency 28.1, transponder 3436.
54102, everything's correct. Is this for the I-1?
Correct, this is for the I-1 right in.
Roger, have your request, good luck.
Thanks. John Wayne, ground Skyhawk 54102 at Atlantic Aviation with information Lima, ready to taxi.
Air 54102, John Wayne ground, runway 20 left, taxi via Alpha, Hotel, Charlie Kilo, and turn your transponder on.
Okay, 20 left via Alpha, Hotel, Charlie Kilo, and transponders coming to alt.
Open ground, November 51, single Bravo, Whiskey 2, with weather 36.
Air 851 Tango Bravo, runway pulse range ground, runway 31 left, taxi via Whiskey and Alpha.
3 left, Whiskey Alpha, 1 Tango Bravo.
There we go. And Tower November 505 Sierra, Mike, do you want us to jump off or we have a roll through to the end?
Hey, you can roll through to the end, that's fine.
Copy, we'll roll through 505 Sierra, Mike, thanks.
You can exit at Charlie 2 and then contact ground on 124.45.
Charlie 2 went over to ground, went off November 505 Sierra, Mike. We get spam with Project Flybot. So let's go ahead and complete that flight. There we go. So Charlie 2 right down the end. Ease TV, where are you, buddy? Ease TV, you, never mind, Sean found the plans on Thingiverse. I think I printed. I say, have you got a 3D printer, buddy? I didn't realise you had a 3D printer too. Have you told me that? Oh, right down it. Should have landed really long. That's Delta.
Tower November 851, Bravo, one left at.
Air 851 Tango Bravo, Palm Springs Tower, wind 31012, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
31 left, clear for takeoff, 1 Tango Bravo.
Santa Barbara Tower, Twin Cessna 77 Juliet, about 5 out for...
It is, buddy. Yeah, it absolutely is. As a 3D printer enthusiast myself,
Air
I totally agree.
5077 Juliet, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 25, clear to land, wind 1506.
Clear land 25, 77 Juliet.
John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 54102, holding short 20 left at Kilo, ready for departure IFR.
Tower 54102, John Wayne Tower, would love to help you with contact tower on 119.9 for 20 left.
Can I get that frequency again?
Yeah, it's a 119.9.
119.9, 54102. Okay, John Wayne Tower, Sky 54102, holding short 20 left at Kilo, ready for IFR departure.
Charlie 2.
54102, John Wayne Tower, good evening, wind 210 at 9, runway 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Okay, 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff 54102.
Hey, 51 Tango Bravo, contact SoCal, departure, good night.
For departure, 1 Tango Bravo, good night.
Victorville ground, November 585 Sierra Mike, off on Charlie 2 for the transient parking.
Sierra 585 Sierra Mike, Victorville ground, good evening, taxi parking via Charlie.
Parking via Charlie, 585 Sierra Mike.
Sierra 5 Sierra Mike, pass for the I-5, disregard, stand by.
The I-11.
Sierra 5 Sierra Mike, pass for the I-11, good job.
Thanks very much, buddy. 585 Sierra Mike.
No problem, that's a fun one, ain't it?
Yeah, that's paradise. He'll get you. We passed, guys. Woohoo! We passed. Just as the sun is going down here in beautiful Victorville, then we'll go around here to the right.
Cessna 102, contact SoCal, departure, good night.
Over to departure, 54102, good night.
Sierra 77 Julia, welcome to Santa Barbara, where are you parking?
Yeah, parking at the FBO on the north side of,
off.
I guess east of the 15.
Off.
77 Julia, roger, turn right on Charlie and then contact ground.
Off. Shutting down. Oh, flaps up. Have to get those. And off. Gen 1, Gen 2, external power on. Beacon off. And there we go, guys. Welcome to Victorville. We'll get some doors open. And there we go. Beautiful. If we just go over here as the sun sets over beautiful Victorville. A bit of a top-down view here of a very beautiful area. Up to the I-12 New Speedy, they top out at I-11. We are done. We are done. Beautiful scenery around here. You can see this is why they dump aircraft here, because what else are you going to do with them? Beautiful. Alrighty. Turn you off, you off. Then what now? Sky High, well, we can do the VFR stuff, but we also get the Sky High charters, which is what I'll talk about in a little bit. But yes, there we go, guys. So let's have a little looky here at the website. They tell us to check the website before we log out. So I'll go to the Pilotedge website here. Have we got the I-11? We sure as hell do. Boom. There we go. We have now completed the I ratings for the training program for Pilotedge. We might go back and get that one done when they unretire it at some point. But there you go. Yeah, up to the cat. So if we go here, we've got the cat rating program. So we've got all these guys. We've got 11 more for these guys. So the cat 01, non-tower to non-tower, non-tower to class D, pattern work. I mean, this is going to be fairly straightforward. It's VFR. It's just all about not going into airspace, making sure that you're tracking visually, making sure that you're doing the appropriate calls. So we'll definitely take a look at that. We'll probably smash some of those out next weekend. Alrighty, guys. Well, I just want to thank everyone for being with me today. So we've, over the course of this weekend, we've done the i6, the i7, the i8, no i9. We've done the i10 and the i11 today, which is absolutely fantastic. I'll probably call it there. That's probably me done for today. I haven't got a video for the Royal Flying Doctors Service set up just yet, so no video for them for this stream, unfortunately, but there will be some coming later on. So the schedule for this upcoming week is pretty much the standard schedule. So we'll be in VR tomorrow, flying Milk Run Mondays on VATSIM. Tuesday's all about DCS, so keen to get back into some VR, maybe DCS on Tuesday night. Thursday night, we might play some more variety game night. I think there's a whole bunch of my subscribers that are very keen to get into maybe some Left 4 Dead and play that on variety game night, so we might have a few drinks and get into that. Until then, guys, thank you so much to everyone. For the new followers, welcome to the channel. To the people who donate, thank you so much. And my subscribers, thank you for the support. Really do appreciate it. Until next time, guys, we'll see you all later. And thanks, New Speedy. Thanks for helping me out with the memory. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.